So I've got Karl Hudson here, the founder at Searcharoo, and today we're going to be talking about press releases. So there's actually a little bit of a stigma about press releases because there's certain people that are using it all the time and they swear by it as part of an SEO strategy, and there's certain people that don't believe that press releases are good. So let's start off. What is a press release?
So a press release is usually a syndication 9 times out of 10 with an SEO of something that's newsworthy. This is where a lot of people go wrong, is they're not actually publishing newsworthy stuff. They're taking a guest post and trying to use it as a press release. It has to be something that's newsworthy and about the brand, and it's then syndicated across news networks.
So when you're syndicating the press release, how many kind of links are you looking to get? Is it 50, 100, 300?
Some of the better vendors, it's like 350 plus.
Right, okay.
So some can be more. If it then gets picked up by mainstream media, it could be even more again.
So with regards to it, let's say there's 350 backlinks within the press release that happens. Are they all no follow? Are they all do follow? Is there a mix, or is it majority no follow with some do follow? Like where does it lie?
So I would say the majority is no follow. There is still a blend of some do follows in there, but most of them will be no follow.
So with regards to the do follows that are in there, would you recommend on powering those press releases up with tier 2 backlinks? Because obviously it's going to be passing page rank through to your site on the do follows. Would you recommend powering those up with tier 2s?
Definitely, yeah.
Would you do anything else? Would you do any like social signals, trying to share it out in as many places as you can to get kind of behavioural signals and engagement?
Yeah, so there's a service that we often use, it's Social Boy, a Signal Boy, sorry, and that can basically manipulate social signals so it gets shared out across different platforms, and it helps just boost crawlability of the posts.
And with regards to press releases, so a lot of people that I know quite well that are pretty advanced that are using them quite a lot, they won't just use them just for, let's say, they do follow backlinks. They like creating them because they get this no follow and do follow kind of mix within the backlink profile. Do you believe that getting some no follow and do follow kind of blended mix in a backlink profile is important?
Very important. At the end of the day, it's all about removing footprints and not making footprints in your wake. So if all of your anchor texts, especially your rich text that you're using, so the exact matches and things, all do follows, it's a very glaring footprint to an algorithm that this is clearly unnatural.
So with regards to unnatural backlinks that are coming through, one of the biggest reasons why so many people seem to get hit is over-optimization of anchor text. Mm-hmm. What anchor text would you use? Because if it's been syndicated, I'm presuming you don't want to go with exact match type of anchors. You're going to go on with some sort of, let's say, naked URLs or something. What would you recommend for the anchor text?
So most of the time with press release syndication, we usually say branded is the best approach, branded, and then sometimes to your socials, you can maybe get away with some partial or topical match anchors, but usually we just say branded and sort of website URL.
Would you never do, so you do any naked URLs or any generics? Or?
I've never really do a generic. There's just
so always branded and naked URLs, generally speaking. You can do a little bit of exact match to your social profiles. Yeah. So with regards to the press releases, is there anything else that you can try to do to maximize it? Because I know someone that actually only uses the press releases for ranking Google business profiles, and they embed the Google business profile map, and they're going to put a NAP listing on there.
Yeah.
I've also known 1 or 2 that are doing it for videos and for images. With regards to the press releases that you provide, am I able to embed a video, an image, a map, put a NAP listing in as well as the links and links to profiles? Like where does this stop? How much can I get out of my press release? Because everyone wants the best bang for the buck. Mm-hmm. Where can I go and what can I do to maximize the most from the press releases?
So we can do all of what you just mentioned. We would usually advise that you do that, where the intake form that we offer asks for all of that information and asks for social links, NAP addresses, Google My Business sort of embeds, YouTube embeds, then can even ask for social media embeds if you've got posts on social media, the images, a few images. Overall, as long as it doesn't look too spammy, so if we're not inserting absolutely tons of links, we can usually get away with at least 4, 5, 6 links.
So with regards to the content, can I write the content myself? Would you recommend us writing the content myself? Do you prefer writing the content? And if I did write the content, do I need to write it that it's newsworthy, or can I actually get certain entities and semantics on the page to try and help the press release to rank better? Like, what's your suggestions on the writing of a press release?
So we usually would prefer to write it ourselves because obviously we stick to the editorial guidelines that we get given from the press release syndication places. However, we can take feedback and try to entice and place entities within the posts to kind of match the intent of the SERP.
Can I get pre-approval of the content? So if you write the content prior to that going live and you send it out, can I say, yes, I'm happy with that, or slightly tweak, like you said, getting one or two entities that I think are quite important?
So usually with that is, yes, you get pre-approval, but then there's almost like a secondary approval process when we submit it to the editorial team. So we submit it off and it might need changed and they have final say on what it gets changed.
Right, that's great. So with regards to press releases as part of a blended mix, obviously it can help ranking the images, can help ranking the videos, it can help ranking the GMB of the website. You can get the NAP listing on there, which is for trust. You can get links to your social profiles. Obviously, it gives the no follow to do follow kind of diversity, anchor text diversity. Why do you think certain people don't believe that press releases are a core importance to the backlinking strategy? Or do you think it's just naivety?
I would probably say it's just naivety. Like at the same time, the same person might be building a whole bunch of niche edits, or he's maybe start the website and expects the press release to rank him, because he's paid X amount. They're not cheap, press release syndications. So maybe that could be why, he hasn't seen the results. But actually what it's done is it's set him up so then further down the line, he's potentially penalty resistant because he's got all of that no follow links in hopefully a blended anchor text profile.
So the last question with regards to the press release is, obviously it seems an important part. I know so many people that are using it very, very effectively. Where would you start with regards to a press release? Would you do it after guest posts, niche edits? Would you do it at the start after you've done your citations? Where in the strategy do you put press releases from a time point of view?
So press releases can drop over time because at the end of the day, it's news often gets archived and things. So I would be doing it very much at the start and then every, say, 3 months, 3 to 6 months after that.
So with regards to press releases as part of your backlink strategy, it seems to be something that you need to be doing with pillow links along with citations back to your profile to give that diversity of anchor text, to give that diversity of no follow to do follows. It might not give you much power initially, but that's where then you can start to adapt your niche edits and your guest posts. But it has to form a part of an overall hierarchy of building links to your site to power the site and give that diversity, which allows the guest posts and the niche edits to perform better moving forward. So I hope you like the summary of Karl going through of why you need press releases, and hopefully you can use it as part of your strategy moving forward.